one of my favorite comics was Patrice O'Neal. You know, I would watch him, and he said, I remember him said that I just want 100,000 people that know me. That's all. I don't give a if there's any more than that. I could give a if I get 100,000, and I remember him saying that on a show, and I was like, it was the way he did it. He was so committed. Like, I don't give a, I do my thing, and I was like, man, and his bits would just crack me up. They were like yours, funny ways. Like we,
He would have had way more than that. He would have had way more than 100,000. But
I remember saying that.
But the mindset, that is the mindset. If you want to be like, I don't know if that mindset just doesn't make you great. You have to have the talent and you have to have the drive. But like, that's the mindset with the talent and the drive,
right,
to go to greatness. And that's why he was great, because, he didn't give a. I always tell this story. One time, I remember we were doing this benefit. Oh, it was so thankless. It was this benefit for like Peta or something for animals. So we go up there, and it was this really like New York celebrity sort of crowd. There was all like these borderline famous people in the crowd, and all they were doing, there was no seats, and they were just talking, and you're standing up there doing your act, just bombing like a jerk off. And I remember the only people that listened were there was two guys there from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. They were the only people that respected. There was performers there, not listening to performers. They weren't. They were cool, right? So I go up there, and like an ass, they're all talking. I'm trying to do my act. And the jokes are bombing, and nothing is working. And all I can hear is Patrice in the back laughing at me, which is pissing me off, but also making me laugh. But then I'm also thinking like, well, fuck you, man. You got to come up here too. You're doing the same gig. What are you laughing at?
Right.
So we all go up. Voss, all of us, we all bomb. We start sort of attacking the crowd a little bit. Patrice goes up there and doesn't even look at him. And he starts talking about, this morning I woke up, I was really hungry. And he just sort of like really small, like just sort of almost like Robert Schimmel, just sort of like looking down. And he goes, and I was hungry, and I got this puppy. And I was like, it's meat, So I, heated up the pan, and he starts talking about fucking cooking this puppy alive in front of all these people that are there for Peta. And that was his way to get their attention. And they said, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So they all start like yelling at him, and he just won't stop describing eating this puppy alive. And I remember this woman came running up, who was running the thing, and it was like, you get off the stage. He was like, no. Or else what? What are you going to do, little white lady? He was doing that. And then
man,
it just kept going and going and going. And then he just wouldn't get off the stage, and people fucking hate him. And we were all dying laughing, and then also thinking like, why the fuck didn't I do that? Right. Why didn't I treat these assholes? Don't deserve a show.
Wow.
They don't deserve a show. And I just remember in the end, they finally ended up, they cut off the microphone.
Right.
And he went over and started playing the piano, and he couldn't play the piano. He was just sitting there tinkling on the thing. He just wouldn't leave the stage.
Shit.
And he made that woman that was running the thing madder than the crowd had made all of the comics collectively. And it was just like, and that was just a random Tuesday. And like,
wow.
he did that all the time. And I got to tell you, like the void of him not being around, and what that did to the New York scene and everything. Like,
right.
Like,
yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, no, and it was just something still like I miss him. Not even like his comedy. It was the conversations on the phone, like when something happens in the news or something. We used to have like these debates and stuff like that, and I just haven't, found somebody like that since then that you click with. Or it was like that interesting or anything. So
yeah. Now,
so basically, if he was still around, I wouldn't be here. You'd be talking to him instead of me.
No.
That wah 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 wah